welcome to the best coffee live stream on the internet at St. Anthony Industries. We're here in the Monastery of Flavor, and today we're going to be taking some chats if anybody jumps on. Wow, Dylan already says hello. Hello, Dylan. Excited for this. I'm excited too, Dylan. We're going to be showing some of our most popular tools, our espresso tools, and making some lattes, having some fun. Also wearing some kick-ass aprons here. This is the Die Hard, and it's so strong and sturdy. It's a waxed 100% canvas apron, and yeah, so has all these sweet pockets. Also like how it has the phone in. You can like actually film yourself while you're making espresso and stuff. It's actually kind of cool in that regard. And then September's here.
Oh yeah.
Hi, September.
Hi.
She's wearing, that's the Machinist,
This
right?
is the Machinist in Winston Blue.
Ooh.
Winston Blue.
That's your favorite one, right?
This is my favorite one.
I like the Die Hard. You go ahead and try and stab me with this spoon. It's nice and strong.
That is.
It doesn't even hurt.
Oh,
so.
this is hot.
Okay, so we're gonna make some lattes and show off. These are some of our most popular tools. These are the blocks here. Let me just show off this one. This is a stack. This is, oops, right here. Walnut, maple, walnut stack. And I've just turned this sideways. You can do different configurations, whatever works best with your setup. I like it like this. Let me grab this other portafilter so we can demonstrate. Oh, also, these aprons have these sweet towel loops. Can you grab me one of those dry towels, though?
Oh, yeah.
So you can, like, dry off your portafilter basket using the towel loop. You blew it? No worries. I think Chris is going to turn on some music for us. So it's nice to have a towel loop so you can dry off your portafilter handle and have different setups for your block depending on your setup. And then, so these are our blocks. These are definitely our most popular espresso tools in general. That music's so loud. I love it. And then we have right here, this is actually getting more and more popular in the internet. We have a lot of our people posting about the shot collar and getting tons of views on this. So a lot of people are taking on taking an interest in the shot collar, and so we decided to demonstrate that a bit today. This is one of our funnel and distribution tools. So this is becoming more and more popular, even though this is one of our oldest tools. So it's awesome. And then we have our Statesman tamp here. This is one of our legacy tamps in general. And this is what St. Anthony Industries is built off, the Statesman and the Thorogood tamp. And these are both awesome heavy-duty tamps, not just heavy-duty, but also heavy in weight, generally speaking. And so we'll use those. And then obviously in combination with the block, the most popular is the New Levy and the BT Wedge distribution tool. So these work really well with the block because they're just nice.
They are, and they're easier to,
nice
especially
profile.
in a cafe setting. You can kind of just keep it dialed into where you want, and then you can just, everyone's pretty able to tamp and distribute pretty quick. Yeah,
we've had a lot of distributors and wholesale customers who have been purchasing the New Levy and BT Wedge tamps. So because they can dial it in, you can dial in how your tamps, how you tamp with your setup. And it's completely even surface grade and perfect puck density. No matter who is the barista on bar, it's going to be the exact same tamp between every single shot. So if you're going to make an adjustment, say you need a little bit more density on your shot, in general you just loosen the top and then you dial this out or in.
That's a really good question, Dylan.
What's the question?
He said, what's the difference between the New Levy and the tamp? So like the difference between the Statesman and the New Levy?
So the regular traditional tamps, you obviously you hold different. What's going to happen with the traditional tamps is you might get some variation in your
even surface grade.
Yeah, your surface grade you might get some variation there. You're not going to get that with New Levy tamp. It's going to be exactly the same every time because you get the mid ring resting on the rim of the basket, And then with the traditional tamps, you're not going to get the same density every time. With a really experienced barista, you're going to get pretty close to the same density every time and pretty close to an even surface grade. But if you don't think all your baristas tamp exactly the same, which I guarantee they don't, but with this, they do. So that's why a lot of our cafe owners are moving to the new Levy tamps. Oh, the old Levy and the new Levy, he says. So the old Levy was different in its design. It was more like a full wood and then different shape. So we just updated it to make it more St. Anthony-esque, if that makes sense.
We also took off the circular lines on the base because coffee grounds would get stuck in there.
Yeah.
And that was not great.
Yeah. It was still awesome. A lot of people out there still have the original, the OG.
I mean, we still have the lines on the Statesman.
All right, let's make some
Coffee.
So I'm using my Deletta here today, and just because a lot of home baristas have machines like this, so I'm using an E61 portafilter. We might need a little bit of water, but for the most part, I think we're good. All right, I'm gonna start off by using this setup here, this block setup, because I wanna show you how the shot collar works. Where did I put my, forgot where I put my, oh, there it is. My Allen wrench. So I have my Allen wrench, and the way you adjust this, so the cool thing about the shot collar is you can adjust it. Most of our tools are adjustable in general. So with this, you can dial this bar in or out, so that'll sit inside your basket like that. But depending on how far you want it to sit in your basket, you can take the Allen wrench, and it's actually quite simple. You just unlock it. You can make it, I'm getting the camera here, make it go further in your basket. So again, this is where this sits, right? You can have it go deeper into your basket depending on your dose, or you can have it not go in your basket at all. And it has this protruding edge here, so it will still sit on your portafilter, but not as sturdily, all right, as you would if it was dialed in a bit. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a 22 gram dose. These are a little bit larger baskets than a lot of people would use in a shop, for instance, because we like larger shots of espresso here. So 1-to-2 ratio is what I'm gonna go for right now. And yeah, I'm gonna use this setup here. I'm just gonna grind here on my Anfim grinder, nice and simple. See where we're at. So we've got 22 grams, perfect. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll put the scale over here so everyone can see what's going on with that. Yeah, you can see that. Sweet. Cool, so then I'll just set this on here. Oh, I didn't use my, I was gonna use my shot collar, but I didn't.
It's okay.
So the thing with the shot collar is you need to put it on before you dose. So I'm just gonna go with my BT wedge. We have all our tools out here, and that's the fun thing about having all the tools is you can just play it by ear, you know?
Can you do the shot collar on the next latte?
We'll do it on the next one. We'll just distribute, and then I'll do a tamp with my Statesman here. Try to get it nice and easy, even. How did I do on my surface grade? Not too bad. And we'll see how this pulls. We got Andy up there on the camera angles. Shout out to Andy, doing a killer job. Grab this latte cup here. Weigh this out. Oop. And time it. All right, here we go. See how it pulls. Maybe it'll do good or bad. I don't know. Not looking too shabby so far. A little bit of shoots of water. Don't like to see that. A little crooked. That's probably my surface grade right there. Now we'll get to see the differences between the surface grade of the my Statesman tamp and my new Levy tamp. How about that? Pull that down. Not the best shot. Got some spraying. What I might do on my next shot is increase my dose a bit and then coarsen up my grind. Because oftentimes when I find I have, oh, what aprons are you two wearing today? We explained that at the beginning, Dylan. I'm just kidding. No, this is the Die Hard, and then she's wearing the Machinist. So this is the the portafilters. Actually, the E61 portafilters are on the website right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're on the website.
These are just like the Herald portafilter. They're just an E61.
So they don't work for all home Breville or all home espresso machines, but if you have an E61 groove head, this one works for that.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be making a higher end one with a weighted handle and stuff like that. We haven't gotten that far into the process yet, so we'll see on that. All right. You want to pour this latte?
Yeah, let's try it. I haven't done it since like the beginning. Oh, I think he's talking about this one.
Which one?
This head. I know this is really cool.
It's a custom.
It's a custom that we did in Lydia Mini.
For ourselves.
Hi, we'll have to talk about that. We haven't talked about ones for the Linea Mini or the, at least as far as I know.
Let's see what you got.
Okay.
Remember, go slow, go center. Just get something in there.
Ooh, that's hot. Go slow.
Incorporate your milk a bit. There you go. A little faster than that. You're going a little too slow. Okay, set it in the center and pour slow at first and then speed up until you get something in there. Speed up. Faster, faster, faster. Nope, too slow.
It kind of looks like a heart. You got it. I tried.
It's a leaf.
It's a leaf.
It's a feather.
It could be a feather.
See how fast I poured though? Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Confidence is key.
Just gonna slam it in there. I'm working on it. We're getting there.
It was a bad shot anyways, so.
Oh, it was? Should I try it?
But the latte art was great.
Should I try it?
Go for it.
Ooh, it's like about to pop.
I need to clean this out. All right, let's pull another shot.
This one's not bad.
Like I said, generally speaking, if you're getting a little bit of spraying and whatnot in your shot, what I often tend to do in that case seems to be like there's too much density or pressure within your puck in general. So if you make the grind a little bit coarser and then give it a bit more density with the dose, then it allows more dispersion of water and creates a little bit more. But you also want to slow it down, so that's why I'm going to increase my dose. So what I'm going to do, go up to, I was at 5.7. I'm going to go up to 6
and
see how that works.
The shot collar.
This time I'm going to use the shot collar.
Oh,
correct.
You browns in there.
Cool thing about the blocks as well, which they double as knock boxes.
Knock box.
Savvy Computer says hello from Hoon.
I think it is Hoon.
That is Hoon.
That is Hoon.
Love the setup, guys. Thanks, Hoon. Savvy Computers. Hoon, do you have a computer business? Is that what's going on?
That'd be cool.
Seems like he's a computer guy. You seem like a computer guy. All right. So this time we're going to use a shot collar. Before I do that, I'm just going to... Oops, I used the wrong thing. This one's for my milk. I mixed up.
What?
I'm going to pull out some grounds from here.
You didn't use the shot collar.
No, I'm throwing out some grounds.
Oh, that's
Yeah. So I don't get mixed grounds.
okay. Smart. Yeah.
Shot caller. You were so angry right there. Whew.
I was like, no, you forgot again.
All right, so 0 grams.
That's so cool, dude. I didn't know you owned a computer business. I don't know if you heard me over the grind, but that's really cool.
Let's go 23. 23 grams. Yes. Okay. So how this works is I have dialed it in my basket, I think to the right distance. If I cannot distribute all the grounds completely flat, that means either I need to dial my bar a little out of my basket or decrease my dose in general. But we'll see how this one goes. So I'm gonna start off by spinning, and I can spin both directions. Give it a good tap, spin again, give it a good tap, and then on this final spin, it should be set. So that actually looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. I got a little clump here, but that shouldn't matter too much, generally speaking. And should I use my Statesman again? Let's go with the New Levy this time. So this is the New Levy tamp. And what I'm looking for here is I want my New Levy tamp, when I set it on my basket, to set just a few millimeters above the rim of my basket so that I can tamp it down just to get it to the right pressure. So it should look a bit like this. I don't know if we have an angle on that, but. And then I like to demonstrate how easy it should be. This is called the 1-finger tamp. It's kind of like the Bruce Lee's push-up.
The Bruce Lee's push-up.
With the 2-finger push-up, you know? Maybe I should use 2 fingers on this.
Oh my
a little
gosh.
spin.
I want to go to a Hoon and Dylan coffee shop.
Are you guys creating a coffee shop together?
That's what Dylan said. Dylan said
Oh,
that
yes.
Hoon and I are opening their coffee shop soon.
He said, right, Hoon? And Hoon's over there like, Big shit. All right, so let's pull another
I'll be your
shot.
number 1 fan.
See how this one goes. I'm expecting that this shot will pull a lot more consistent than the last one. But we will see. You never know. Espresso is a fickle thing.
Espresso.
Oh. Fickle, I said. Fickle thing.
I was like, that's an interesting word.
Frickle thing.
I was like, that's a new one. Like orky dorky skamorky.
Dang, that looks nice. Nice and center. No spraying. We brightened up our cameras because people are complaining they couldn't see everything, so maybe we do that so that you can't see our mistakes. All right, a 30-second shot. We'll see what my yield is.
You can totally see just like right there the difference
35.
between kind of tamping with the 2 different tampers.
Yeah, for sure. Like when I tamped with the Statesman, I don't tamp with a traditional tamp very much anymore. I'm just out of practice. But I oftentimes use a New Levy tamp, and when you use a New Levy tamp, it's like completely even surface grade. Puck density is completely consistent through your puck, and it's the same between shots, so it normally will pull just directly center, just like that. But to each their own. That's what I say.
I think both are just kind of both like really good options.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, just like anyone with coffee, it's personal preference.
Let's make it a latte.
Just personal preference.
You want a latte, Abby? She says yes.
What do you want for your art?
A butterfly? I don't know how to do a butterfly. I don't know of anyone who does butterflies. Does anyone out there have... Dylan, can you do a butterfly?
He has events the next 3 Sundays. Putting all his singing and stuff. Woohoo! Dylan, if you send me all the information about that, I'll post about him on the account.
All right, let's see what I got. This shot pulled a little bit short. opposite of long. There's a latte. There's your butterfly. It's not a butterfly at all. Okay, the last shot. I want to pull a 44 or 46 technically gram shot. So at that time I got 34. And so if that latte doesn't taste very good, I'm sorry, Abby. But
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah, Dylan, just send us all the information for those events, and then I'll post it up. I got you.
All right.
What are we doing for this one?
So this shot, let's do the
BT
shot collar again.
Shot collar.
Yeah. I'm going to do it exactly the same as last time, except I'm going to increase my time on it and get my yield right. So sometimes I cheat like that. I don't know about you guys. I like cheating.
So you use the Thorogood this time.
Use the Thorogood this time, she says. Okay. I can do that. So I liked how my shot collar, there's all these names with these tools, I keep getting mixed up. The shot collar, I like how it distributed on that last one, it was perfect. So I'm just gonna do the exact same dose and keep my shot collar where it's at.
I have a fun question for you.
For me? What is it?
So we have the BT wedge and we have the shot collar. The BT wedge, it does the same thing as the shot collar, except the BT wedge does put a little bit more pressure than the shot collar does.
Technically speaking, it does from the top, but because it has that wedge, it kind of fans it out rather than putting pressure. So it's hard to say because with the it does put pressure from the top, whereas the shot collar distributes from within. But then we do the taps with shot collars, which is a different method of creating a little bit more density in your shot as well. So it settles the grounds in that regard. So to each their own. I don't know which one's better, but I like them both.
I mean, I don't think that anyone's better than the other. It's just like, again, personal preference. But at the same time, I was just curious, like, would having the BT wedge, having a little bit more pressure, does that affect the shot at all? Than the shot collar not having, just as much pressure, or not even like even there?
Yeah, every tool does affect a shot in a different way, but yeah. So there's my distribution with my shot collar. Again, like there's a little bit, probably less pressure, like you're right, with the shot collar. Mm-hmm. But also we are doing those taps, so that does create a little bit of density, but it also helps remove all the pockets of coffee within your basket.
Oh.
So you're gonna get a smoother top with the BT wedge, but it doesn't necessarily matter in regards to the distribution, how smooth your top is, because you're gonna tamp and get a perfectly smooth top that way. So I don't know which one.
They're good.
Yeah. They're good.
And then Dylan asked what apron would be best for my event. Best apron for your event? You like the salt and pepper? Salt and pepper is a really nice look. I don't know how. I would say the Surgeon, Machinist, or Die Hard, but Die Hard doesn't come in salt and pepper. So I definitely would say shoot for the Surgeon or the Machinist. I know the Surgeon has the.
I like how you say surgeon.
I know. I say it weird.
I say sergeant.
I say surgeon. I don't know why, but I do. I know the Surgeon has a towel loop on it, I believe, and the Machinist doesn't. But the Machinist does have a lot more pockets. They have a lot more pockets than the Sergeant. Same thing.
Sergeant.
Sergeant. But you can still throw a towel in the pockets, and it works. I personally, I don't know. Me personally, I like that a little bit better.
What's the difference between the two?
Difference between the two. So the Sergeant definitely, I want to say, is a little bit more flexible than the Machinist. The Machinist isn't as a flexible material. It's still a pretty flexible material. I do know this one was designed out of all of like the Brothers of St. Anthony's favorite aprons. So kind of their favorite things they took from, that they remembered from having in aprons, and they put it on this one. There isn't too much of a difference. I know this one has more pockets. It's a little bit more structured. Has 3 pencil pockets up here.
This one was closer. This shot, we got 38 grams out. And the last one was 34. So I'll probably have to make my grind a little bit coarser this time to really achieve what I really want to achieve, which is a good shot. But Andy, do you want this latte? Sure, he says. He likes lattes.
Do you know the Sergeant, whether either way you say it, was designed more for barista. It was designed more for the barista.
Yeah.
And it does have the towel loop, which the Machinist does not have the towel loop. This has kind of extra pockets, but you can still throw a towel in one of those pockets and have no issue.
Dylan, I think you should get the waxed apron, the Die Hard.
Besides bias.
I'm biased. I like the waxed canvas. I think it's the best.
We do have the Sergeant
Has the towel loop too,
RPET.
and a pocket for your phone to film.
That one has a little more colors in it, and it's made out of recycled materials. Josiah prefers the Die Hard. He prefers the Die Hard, and he's wearing that one right now, which comes in a dark green, a dark blue, and then this brown color.
Got another little latte here.
That's for Andy.
Down's for Andy. I have. We drink it at the end. Maybe he'll have this. We're gonna make one more latte because I want to get a good shot.
One more.
One more. Because I changed the grind to
Do you even have any beans in there?
6.2. Yep, barely. That might be an issue as well. There's not enough weight in my hopper here, so I don't know. We do what we can. We don't want to waste coffee. All right. Honestly, one of my favorite temps that we haven't shown yet today is actually the Model S.
Look, use that one.
It's awesome. I'm going to use it. The reason I love the Model S is because, well, you can get it in any 53 or 58, and then it has the removable base, and it's really comfortable in your hand. It's not as heavy, but it's also not lightweight, so it feels very sturdy in your hand. Which one does Josiah prefer? Dell and I prefer the Die Hard. I like the Sergeant for baristaing because it has the towel lid right here.
It does. But you can still
That's a game changer for me. Like I love that. So this is the Die Hard. So this is what I like. I have my trusty pencil and my box cutter, which I don't need for baristaing, but I think it looks cool in general. What are you saying? Sorry.
I was just saying that the Sergeant, it does have a towel, but if you need more pockets, definitely the Machinist, and you can still throw a towel in there. It's pretty easy to just throw that in.
Hot.
Hot like wasabi when I bust rhymes, like Leanne rhymes, because I'm all about value.
Good job. She practiced that for the stream.
No, actually, I have that song memorized. 2 Weeks by Bare Naked Ladies.
Okay. All right, we're gonna finish with one more latte, and if anyone has any more chat comments, make sure to do them now. We're gonna end the stream in about 5 minutes. So,
5 minutos.
we'll do the same thing. Maybe I'll use the BT wedge this time.
Oh, use the BT wedge. You already have the shot collar.
Shot collar. All right, last time I dosed 23 grams. I'll do the same this time. Close. I'm gonna go over, I know it. 23.3. Yeah, let's do this. Sweet. That works for me. Let's use the BT wedge this time and see how that does. We do have a little bit coarser of a grind in this time, so our shot's gonna pull a little bit faster to achieve, hopefully, a 1-to-2 ratio yield. Using the new Levy temp. Oh, I was gonna use the Model S. Oh well. I never know what I'm doing. I'm just making it up. Here we go. And let's get this cup here. But kind of got some coffee grounds in there.
Is this one for you?
This one's for me. This is gonna be the best latte. Just kidding. Andy can choose. I'll let Andy choose between the last one and this one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Hoping for a little bit more flow on this one than the last one. Whew. Got a little squirt there, but maybe evened out. Uh-oh. Maybe I didn't have enough, it had a different density on my distribution on that one.
Daniel! Hi, Daniel. Oh my gosh. We need to plan the next latte art showdown.
So I got 43 grams out, so my yield was closer. But I don't think that using the different tools between shots, I don't recommend doing that. Because you don't get the same results using different tools. Last time I tamped, with a traditional tamp. This time I used the new Levy. Last time I used the shot color. This time I used the BT wedge. But they all do different things, and they will change how you dial in your shot of espresso. But for the most part, I got my grind right, I think. But if I want to get rid of that channeling, that spraying, then I should readjust the tools I just used in a different manner in order to achieve that. And what I would probably do is take my BT wedge, give it a little bit more depth so that it removes any pockets that may be in my basket. So I don't actually dislike if you put pressure from the top necessarily, because it does push the grounds to remove any pockets in your basket. And then with the new Levy, I'd probably tamp a little bit more with a little bit more density. And I also, yeah, that'd probably fix the issue. So here we go. Any tips from, oh, Daniel, what's up, from Germany? And then when's the next latte art showdown? Ooh, we have to plan it. We've been having like internet issues here. So it's hard for us to plan ahead anything, because we planned to do another, we'd planned to do a cupping with some cupping champions from Australia and whatnot, but then our internet went out and it was like, sheesh. So we haven't been streaming as much and we haven't been doing as much lately, but we hope to get back to it, and if we can get more consistency with our internet, even though we have Google Fiber, then we'll be able to do a latte art showdown. So stay tuned for that.
Maybe we can plan one for the end of summer.
That'd be awesome.
Do it a couple months out, make sure that the Wi-Fi is happy.
For sure. All right, last latte here. I'm just gonna dump some of this milk out. Got too much. You been practicing, Dylan, your latte art? I feel like you need to practice.
Didn't Dylan win?
He did. But it was a fluke. I had bad shots to pour into, so my contrast sucked and stuff. So that's what happened. That's why I didn't win.
We should have we'll have to have Dylan back, and maybe we can have her brews actually do some latte art this time.
Yeah, if she's up for it.
Dylan said he has been practicing. Dylan, you have to be able to do a butterfly this time.
Sheesh, I just have been sucking at my swans lately.
I think
I don't know what's up with that.
that looks like Mushu.
Mushu? Like a
From,
dragon? Mulan?
Mulan. He looks like Mushu.
But we got some good latte art. I'll pull this one over. It's getting bubbly. And then, yeah. All right. Thank you guys. If anyone's still in the chat, thanks for participating. It's a lot more fun. You've been on vacation, Dylan. Where at? Anyhow, thanks for chatting. Thanks for hanging out in the Monastery of Flavor. Hopefully this was a good demonstration of all our tools and the differences between them. Yeah, if you have a grinder that tends to throw your grinds all over the place, a funnel and a distribution tool, doubling as a distribution tool, might be the way to go. And this is the shot collar. If you're into traditional tamps, I would recommend one of these three. So we have the Model S, which has the removable base. So if you drop it, you can exchange it out. It's a little bit cheaper, fits your budget, and it's decently heavy duty in general. If you're looking for a really heavy duty tamp, it does have some weight to it. If you're looking for really heavy duty, we have our Statesman. This is maple. It also comes in walnut, and then this is the Thorogood. So these are our legacy tamps, super heavy duty tamps. And then if you're looking for major consistency in all of your shots, these are the tools that you should look for. This is the BT wedge distribution tool and the new Levy tamp. So the new Levy tamp removes the variability of puck density as well as surface grade issues that you may have with traditional tamps if you tamp sideways at all. This does not do that. It's perfectly consistent between shots, and you can dial it in and out. And then obviously our block, which is a major hit right now on the market. This is our most popular espresso tool at the moment, and it's awesome. It just keeps your workflow organized and clean. You saw I made about, what did I make? 4 lattes? 5 lattes?
5 lattes.
And I haven't cleaned it all, and my setup here is still relatively clean. So it doubles as a knockbox as well as a tamp holder, organizer. It's awesome.
And
so
Josiah is very particular about his counter space. He likes it very clean, so
yeah.
he's a very clean. Oh, where in Florida were you, Dylan? I used to live in Tampa. That's fun. I love Florida.
I love Tampa. I've been there a few times. All right, thank you guys for watching. Dylan will chat later. If we don't hear back from you, we have like a 30-second delay, that's why. So thanks for joining us in the Monastery of Flavor. And yeah, if you have any questions, make sure to put those in the comments, and we'll do our best to answer those after this stream ends. We'll keep this stream up if you have any other questions or want to see any of the tools demonstrated. And until next time, we'll see you next time in the Monastery of Flavor. He says Estero.
Oh.
Is that how you say it? Yeah. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.